Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be discussing where can you drive and what can you drive once you have a CDL permit. So when the process of getting a CDL license, you can pretty much break it down into two major steps. Step number one is you're going to have to pass a few different written exams to get yourself a CDL permit. Step number two, you're going to have to pass a 2.5 hour long road test to get your actual license. So some people think they're going to go through this process on their own, just like they do with a car. So in a car, if you remember correctly, you pass a written test, you got the permit, maybe you were a teenager at that point, and then you start driving with your parents for 6 months to a year until you're comfortable enough to actually pass the road test itself, and then you got your license and you got the freedom that you're after. Now when it comes to a CDL license, it's almost the same, but if you want to do it on your own, one, it's going to be hard for you to find a truck, right? So unless you have a buddy who's working or a family member who's already a truck driver, you might be able to learn from them and kind of get some experience there. But two is, if you read the laws the way they're written, it gets difficult to actually get some driving time behind the wheel. So once you have a CDL permit, then legally you are able to drive on the road with another licensed CDL holder. However, if you read the law, it's going to state that you can only transport when you are empty, which means that maybe if there's an actual load on that vehicle, technically you cannot transport that vehicle because now you're dealing with interstate commerce, and you can't do that with just a CDL permit, whether there's a person next to you or not. Technically speaking, the way it should work is if you're driving with a CDL permit itself, that means that the driver would have to have already unloaded their vehicle. From there, once the vehicle is unloaded, you can now get into the driver's seat and start driving. That kind of limits the time that you're driving because legally speaking, or just economically speaking I should say, the driver only makes money when there's something in the back in that trailer. Which means the more time that he's driving empty, that means the more time that he's not making money. So in order to make money in the CDL field, as you can imagine, is you don't just get paid to drive, because you can drive from here to California if you're empty. No one's paying you anything to do that. You're only going to be making money when you actually have product inside there. So that's why it kind of gets difficult to learn from different people when it comes to learning how to drive a truck to pass a road test. Also, the thing that you must be aware of is a lot of old timers who've been having their license for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Yes, they have a lot of experience and may be fantastic drivers, they may be extremely safe, but they won't be able to pass a road test. So what do I mean by that? The road test that you currently have to take now is a nationwide test, and it is 2.5 hours long. It's going to be split into 3 different parts. Part number 1 is going to be how to inspect the vehicle. You're going to have to know how to inspect both the inside and outside of the vehicle. You're going to have to open up the hood, point out things inside the engine, so on and so forth. That alone takes 1 hour to complete, and usually that's the hardest part of the test for most people. The second part of the test is all about parking the truck 6 different ways. So one of those ways is you're going to have to know how to parallel park a tractor trailer. And I'm sure a lot of those old timers who've been driving for a while, even though they might have the skills to parallel park, they're probably not going to have the skills to teach you how to do it because they don't do it every single day. And it's very rarely if they do it at all. And then the third part is actually driving on the road, and that's the shortest part of the test, which is only about 30 minutes long. That being said, when you're looking to get a CDL license, you can try to do it on your own. You can get the permit and you can try to find somebody to drive with, but the experience that you're going to get is not going to get you ready for the road test itself. I mean, just think back to the car. If you were to take a car road test right now, with all the bad habits that you now have driving a car for years, do you think you'll be able to pass? I don't think so. That's why a lot of students, they just prefer to be guaranteed to get their license and come to a school like ours here at Driving Academy. We're located in Linden, New Jersey, and we can help students out no matter what state you're from. The way the process works here is because we do this every single day, our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. The only way to have a goal that big and to actually accomplish it is to have a proven system that actually works and gets you the results that you're after, no matter your experience level. So we have students who've come in with a whole lot of driving experience. They've been driving with buddies or family members. They come in here just to prepare themselves to pass the road test, which is fine. But a majority of our students have never even been inside a truck before. And those are the students that we kind of walk them through the entire process. So no matter what stage of the game that you're in, we have courses that are available for you. Our courses range anywhere from $8,000 to as low as $1,000, depending on the package that you're looking for. And all you need to get started with us is $500 down, and then we can work out a payment plan for the rest. Now, like I said, it does not matter where you live, we can still help you out. So if you want information on that, give us a call, 908-525-3609. And if you want specific customized pricing for your needs, take a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Now, I did say that we can guarantee that we get your license, and how that works is we're going to give you over 100 hours of training, plus we're going to take you to the test unlimited times until you actually pass. And that's how we can actually guarantee that you get a license. It's kind of like an all-inclusive package for a vacation. You pay one price and you walk away with your result. Doesn't matter how long it takes. So once again, I invite you to take a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. We're here to help you out to get your license no matter your experience level. If you have your permit, be careful. You don't want to get caught driving with a load behind you, because that can cause a whole lot of issues. So if you just want the easy way out, the quickest way out, invest a little bit of money into your future, and we'll help you find a job for the rest of your life with our lifetime job placement program as well. So one more time, give us a call, 908-525-3609, or take a virtual school tour, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks, and have a fantastic day.